guys, I am back with another part of my Purge series, and this is my Utah edition. If you're not familiar, my husband's family owns a second home out here in the Salt Lake, Park City area in Utah. And Don and I and the family all enjoy coming out several times a year, twice a year basically together. We come together as a family in August usually, and also usually around the holidays. But additionally, Don and I will travel out here several other times a year, depending on what kind of time we have and what else is going on in our lives. And we have our room, and we have a bathroom attached to it, and where I'm sitting now is I actually refer to as my loftus, which is an office in a loft. And the room actually has this nice loft that's accessible by a ladder. It's like a built-in ladder, and I turned it into a mini office, and also like my makeup area. I have a little reading nook back there, and it's just a really nice kind of personal space. And my in-laws and family they're just so generous with letting us, decorate and use our room the way we want and store things here year round. We really treat this as a family home, and every member of the family has their own area and space here, which is just so lovely. Now, if you were watching my Purge series from earlier in the year, in the late winter and throughout the spring, you'll know I've been on a huge Purge kick. I think it's definitely to do with nesting now that I'm pregnant, especially. I've just been wanting to kind of start fresh. I've been wanting to pare down to really what is working for us right now in our lives, specifically what's working for me. To be honest, I haven't wanted to or felt right about going through my husband's things when it's some of our mutual stuff, like in our home, like homewares and stuff. I usually get his opinion on things. He usually doesn't have one. But I haven't gone through any of his personal things because I don't think that's right of me to do. And so what I've been sharing really up until this point is just the second level of our house at home. So the master bedroom and bathroom, including my closet and all my clothes, my home office, and I just finished up cleaning out what's going to be the nursery at home in Illinois, and the guest rooms. Like, it's all done now, which is great. And in the fall, I'm hoping to move on to the first level, including the kitchen and the family room and all that, and I will definitely be sharing that with you. But I've had this kind of bug, right, like where I have to purge things, and I just want to start fresh. I feel like I'm making room for our growing family, and also it's just, as we've gotten older and we've been married for almost 10 years now, our needs have changed and our preferences have changed, and me as a person, I've changed in what I prefer too. So it just kind of follows that it's just sort of a natural time for that. All the pieces are falling into place. So I've gotten a lot of requests to share if I was going to do a purge in the Utah house. I'm not touching on any of the other areas in the home. I'm just sharing how I am purging our room here, and mainly just with my own belongings. Like I said, I really didn't want to do anything with my husband's things, but just like with our home, our main home in Illinois, things have accumulated here at the Utah house. I've just noticed over the years that I have more and more clothing. Like, it's been so nice that I can leave stuff here, like products and clothing and things, so that I don't have to pack a big bag every time we come. But it's like I've outgrown those styles, just like I have at home. And it's just felt like the time to kind of pare that down. So I did that. I feel like this is a really long-winded way of saying I purged, and I want to share with you. So I took some vlog-style footage. I kind of identified the three main areas of the room here that I wanted to purge. So starting with my closet, and that I included my dresser drawers in that, like, so all of my clothing. And then the loftus here, so that's all my beauty stuff and like my office things and kind of personal tchotchkes. And then lastly, the bathroom, with mainly going through products because things do tend to expire. It is very dry here. I have to be careful about what products I leave, and over recent years I've discovered that it's best if I just bring my skincare and any cream or liquid makeup products with me every time, and anything I leave here should be stuff that can last for a while or is dry. So things like lotions and soaps I don't care that much about, but with skincare, like face items, that I like to bring every time. And I just had old things that it was time to purge anyway. And same with beauty. This is just some old cream products that I left out here that just had to go. And now I really basically only leave powder products out here and like brushes and things, and I bring everything else with me every time. It just makes more sense. And especially because of when our baby is due in early January, we cannot come out for the holidays this year, sadly. And actually the whole family has decided to stay home as well because they don't want to miss the birth of our child. So none of us are going to be out here for almost an entire year. So I had to kind of take that into consideration, as well as the fact that my needs are definitely going to be different next year, and it'd be nice to start with a cleaner slate, since I will be a new mom and I will have new needs and preferences. So I just took vlog style footage of my purge, and I just wanted to share it with you because I just, it felt like a fun thing to do for me personally, and I love sharing that kind of urge to purge. So without further ado, let's take a look at what I did. Hey guys, I thought I would just kind of do some vlog style sharing of my Utah purging here. So I'm going to kind of just take you through a little bit of what I'm doing. I'm going to show you before. This is the closet as it is now. You might have seen my small closet organization video from last year where I shared this closet. The organization is still the same. It just probably looks a lot fuller because I am pregnant and I had to bring basically all of these things from here over, all of my maternity wear for summer. I brought my whole collection because that's the clothing that fits me right now. And I put all of my other things that usually live out here that range from summer to winter on this other side. Don's clothing is on that side, and then he has all of his folded items here. It's the same organization. I will link that video for you guys. We have our shoes in bins. We have like winter stuff stored up and down and all around and all that jazz. But I thought I would go through the clothing that I usually leave here because, like I said, I just have a better sense kind of what's going to work and what's not going to. I already have some things in a bag back there to donate. And I'm just going to start pulling things out. And then I will show you kind of the aftermath. So surprisingly, this is everything I pulled out of my closet. Now, like I said before, I had a bag of things that I had purged last time I was here but didn't have a chance to take to donate. So like the bras and ski stuff and swimsuits, those are things I had purged last time that were in a bag. And a couple of the shirts and things. But other than that, like, wow. I got a lot out of there. And full disclaimer, when we bring stuff out here to leave, or at least for me, when I bring stuff out here to leave, it's usually stuff that, like, I'm not sure about at home. Like, it's stuff I kind of like, but I don't want to wear all the time, so I usually bring it out here and, like, leave it here. Well, I'm not going to do that anymore because that's obviously not working. But I got rid of a bunch of robes and sweatshirts, some pants and tops, and then, like I said, some ski stuff and pajamas and all of that. Some slippers and some boots that I never wear. I have other winter boots I like much better. These are 2 bags of like things, books, and just like stuff. 1 little bag of garbage, and then a couple of things that I'm not really sure what to do with. I have all of these really nice cashmere socks, which I ended up having to get rid of mine at home because they were like well over a decade old and they were really, really ratty and holey, but these are really in nice shape. And I feel like I don't usually wear them a lot here because it's radiant floor heating, so the floor is usually hot so my feet don't get so cold. So I might bring those home, I'm not sure. And then this I might actually use in the baby's room. So I'll show you what I did here. Like I said, the organization didn't change. It's just less stuff. I basically emptied 2 large bins. That large bin had a lot of Winnie's puppy stuff in it, and I have a thing down in storage for her puppy things in case we ever have another puppy, to reuse. And then I emptied that bin up there that says Jen. So 2 big bins are empty. I kind of rearranged a few things. What can I show you? I mean, I just everything's kind of the same. I kind of got rid of a few candles and candle holders. This stuff might actually go in the bathroom, so this would be another empty bin. I've moved all of the children's books into the nursery because I'm going to put them in the bookcase when that gets here. And then that bin right there, that used to have extra backup toiletry things in it, which I purged a lot of, which the rest of is in here that I'm keeping. But this, I'm using the bin for travel things because sometimes we travel when we're here, and I just have some like cosmetic pouches and some packet cubes for that. But other than that, I mean, it doesn't look that different, but I actually pulled quite a bit out of here. I mean, these are all of my like different jackets for running and just wearing around, and then, like I said, different fall and winter clothes. This stuff's coming home with me because it's my clothes for now, so that won't be there anymore. And I didn't go through Dawn's things. But I was just, I mean, it's amazing how much I pulled out of there, really. So I'm going to do the same thing with my drawers, and then we'll see how the pile grows. Well, the pile grew kind of a lot. Mostly tops, some workout stuff, and some more pajama-y things. I forgot to show you the drawers before, but if you watched my dresser organization video from last year, you could see what they would look like. So I'll just take you to them now. I didn't really do much with the sock and underwear drawers. There wasn't too much to do there. This is the it's the same organization, but it's just the whittled down shirt drawer. I'm gonna probably, and like half of those I'm kind of like unsure about, but it'll be a game time decision next year, so I'm probably gonna have to bring out some other just like basic tees and tops. So I've got long sleeve, short sleeve, and then tanks. Down here is my pajama drawer, and I just, again, it's my pajama / loungy drawer. Whittled it down, got rid of some old underwear I really didn't need anymore, some nighties, and a couple pairs of pajamas and tank toppy things, but that's pretty standard fare. This is the workout drawer, and I did pull quite a bit out of this. This drawer was really, really stuffed. So I've got workout tops between running and just like regular cross training, and then I have workout bottoms between shorts and leggings, and then some of my winter running gear is in the middle. And this is the only drawer that's really completely different because this is the other half of my maternity wear that I brought with me. So on this side it's all workout stuff, and then this side is like tank tops and lounge pants, and then my swimsuit in the middle. So yeah, that went pretty well. So I'm going to take all that stuff home with me, and I put the stuff that was in this drawer in storage. It was shorts and like sweatpants, and I'm keeping all that. Those are just stored away in a bin. So I'll move those back in before we go home. So I actually was able to move my prize shipping supplies that I keep out here into this bin that I emptied out. So that's perfect, 'cause now it doesn't take up any room in the baby's room at all. It's all in here. I have an empty bin here. I have an empty space there. In that bin, I put clothes from the drawer that I emptied for my maternity clothes, but I will put those back in the drawer before we go, because I'm not leaving my maternity clothes here, I should say. So I'm up here in my Loftus, and I just purged. I would have shown you the purge, but it was really hard to figure out how to set up a camera to show you, but I basically just went through everything, drawer by drawer. It probably only took me about 30 minutes. And I just broke it up into chunks. So I started with my makeup. This is my vanity area over here. And I have my makeup in like 3 places. So one is this drawer here, and that's mostly stuff I brought with me. In recent trips, I've just been bringing any cream or, like a cream product with me, because things tend to dry out. So anything that's cream or liquid, I don't store here anymore because they dry out. And especially because we're not going to be here for a while. And the other 2 places are on my vanity. So the drawer, and again, I just kind of whittled out the dry cream products. Some of them are actually still okay that I leave out here. So this is stuff I generally leave here, minus the eyeliner, which I don't anymore. But that stuff, I've just kind of got rid of things that not really interested in anymore. There are my palettes down there, my nail polishes. It's another thing I don't store out here anymore. I just bring a nail polish if I'm going to paint my nails or whatever. I have kind of backup supplies in there. Well, not backup supplies, but, Q-tips and things. And I have a washcloth in there. But really, I mean, it doesn't look that different from the outside because I had everything kind of stored inside drawers, but I did go ahead and whittle down much of my lip products. These are the lip products I leave out here. They just don't last, and I've just been getting more kind of cracking down on my lip product, like how long I keep things. So these are the basics that I keep out here for now, and then I just leave the top drawer empty so that I usually bring out lip products with me, and that's the stuff that I brought with me and I intend to bring home. So that's what I do with the makeup stuff, and I ended up being able to get rid of a lot of just miscellaneous stuff. Most of it was garbage, to be honest. Things that had dried out or gone bad. This is my little polish painting, my nail polish kit, extra pads, and those are Christmas thank you cards. I just didn't know where else to put those. And the bottom drawer, I mean, if you see my Loftus drawers, it's basically the same as my cleaning supplies, my sewing kit. And I actually did go ahead and go through my jewelry collection that I keep out here. And I took a whole bunch of that out because my jewelry tastes have definitely changed in the last 10 years. A lot of this stuff's been out here for that long. And it's jewelry that I've left out here because I don't wear it every day at home. So it's just kind of basic things now. That's a little placemat I put down when I paint my nails so I don't ruin my desktop. And that's basically what I did for the vanity side. Not much to do there. And then for the like office-y desk side, I just pulled out things I don't use, you know, extra office supplies I don't really need, pens and things I'm not really interested in. I went through my arts and crafts bin and I whittled that down quite a bit. I actually pulled a whole bin's worth of stuff out that I've actually never used. And stuff for coloring, painting, drawing. So it's coloring books, pads of paper, watercolor, markers, crayons. Basically, I mean, all brand new that I'm just going to put down in the baby's, the nursery closet to have for when our child is a little bit older. That stuff will be perfect to play with. And you can see here is the pile of stuff that I purged. So we've got kind of the stuff I can donate, give away on this side, and then garbage right there. Not a huge amount, but I can't fit a lot up here anyway. I felt like it went really well, and you know, I didn't hem and haw over anything. I've just gotten really good at kind of picking something up and knowing right away if it's staying or going. And that's just made purging so much easier. My last area to purge of the room is the bathroom. And this is mainly going to be products that I think are outdated, expired, and maybe a couple of things, but I don't know if there's really a lot of things in there. I've already brought in that bin that I pulled out of the closet of extras that I want to store. And then I have a to donate bag and a trash bag. And this is basically, all the stuff on the counter is keeping, because this is like my daily kind of necessities. It's really going to be this stuff, and I'll show you. And same with this stuff kind of right in front here, it's stuff I use. The stuff in the bins behind, the two bins behind. If you watched my bathroom organization video, I will link that for you. You'll see it's the same organization. And then under the cabinet, oh, it looks a little unwieldy, but again, I think it's mostly going to be, actually there's probably not a lot from here to purge. I probably just tidy that up. And then my hair things drawer, and let me stand up so you can see better. My hair things drawer, and this is mainly like first aid, so that's just gotta make sure nothing's outdated. And then this is Dawn's drawer, which is pretty empty. So in the bottom of this cabinet here, I just pulled out the bin and I just threw out some really old brushes and sponges I used to clean my makeup brushes with. Now I use this. You can see this is mainly cleaning supplies. I've got jewelry cleaning stuff, brush cleaning stuff, and an extra comb. And because of the radiant floor heating, again, I just like to keep anything like non-spoilable on the bottom shelf if possible. I also am going to give away that, I don't need that nightlight anymore, and these sponges I can put in the kitchen. The top of the cabinet has, the bin in the back has a lot of Bath & Body products that I'm just ready to let go of. They're either old or expired and are not going to last till next year, so I'm going to sweep that out and see what we're left with. As predicted, I was able to purge a ton from there, and now I've got all of my kind of safe backup products that I know will be okay next year, mostly sunscreen and a few Bath & Body skincare products, but nothing, you know, that's going to spoil. I pulled out a couple things that I actually want to put in my shower. I have a bin to giveaway. I have a brand new Vitazing to take home, so I can use that next spring. And I went ahead and pulled out the cosmetic case I had in there. I'm going to put it in my new travel bin in my closet. So there wasn't a lot to purge out of here, and I didn't think so. The bottom bin is mainly backup phone supplies, which I obviously don't need now, but probably next summer we'll need, and light bulbs and a heating pad, and then this is all kind of extra face products and skincare things. So I just kind of tidied that up. I was able to throw out a few things that I don't really need. So here it is in its final state. I usually have this pretty filled with toilet paper, so I have to restock that. I just pulled out a couple of things, like I said. Filled out the trash bag a little bit more, which you can see right there. There was nothing really to give away. I'm going to put that with the makeup cleaning, brush cleaning products bin in the, in the cabinet. And I just tidied up a bit, so it's just cleaner, nicer. So I went ahead and just pulled everything out of the hair products drawer just to see what I have, and so I could better kind of whittle things down. And I can tell there's some products I'm going to get rid of. I'm probably not going to get rid of any of the tools. I just have 2 curling irons and a hair dryer, and some brushes for blow drying my hair and hair ties and things. I think it's mainly going to be products that I get rid of. I thought it'd be easier to show you before I put the drawer back together. So I just pulled out a couple things I don't use. These are my hairstyling products that I do use when I style my hair, which is very seldom out here. My brushes, my, I showed you guys all this already. And that big plastic thing on the side. And then how the rest goes is the stuff that I use more frequently goes on top. So that's got dry shampoo, a split end sealer, and some hair ties. And then my hair dryer goes right on top there. This drawer is kind of some of Dawn's things and then some of First Aid. It was very easy, just pulling out expired things, and I actually had to move to another trash bag because I ran out of room. And then lastly, Dawn's drawer. I don't really think there's anything I can purge from this because it's not my stuff. So, and there's really not a lot in here. So I'll probably just clean that out and just leave it as is. And that's it. So here I've got everything that I'm giving away. Well, that's not all from the bathroom. Really, I didn't have a lot to donate from the bathroom. A lot of that's from the Loftus. But a couple of bags of trash and then a bin of things to put in another place. And that concludes my Utah room purge. So here's everything aside from the garbage that is going out. I have 5 grocery bags of stuff and 3 garbage bags of clothes. And I'm going to find a local place to donate all these things to. So I thought I'd just give you a quick overview of the room at the end here when all's said and done and clean and neat and purged, just so you can kind of get a sense of the space. This is our room in the Utah house. That's the dresser drawers, I should say, and a little seating area, the bed. We have the bedside table. Don't mind the banging. We're having work done on the roof. I've got basket with kind of everyday essentials in it. Winnie's things. Of course, the closet you have seen. It's right here on this side of the bed. And then lastly, the bathroom with the shower right there. And the countertop. Ultimately, I'd like to get a medicine cabinet like that I can attach to the wall here to put my kind of everyday skincare items in, so there's nothing else on the counter, but just keeping them corralled in that basket works for now. And then you've seen inside the cabinet and the drawers. And that is our whole room. Oh, and last but not least, lest we forget, the Loftus. There's Winnie. The Loftus is up there, and that is it. So you can see I was actually really able to get quite a bit purged out of this room. It's a really nice sized room, don't get me wrong, but I had a lot stored, especially in the closet. And I was able to get rid of clothes that, I've had for almost up to a decade here that just don't really work for me anymore now that I'm in my 30s. A lot of ski gear that I've just moved on from, and lounge clothes and just everyday clothes that just, they're not my style anymore. Even if I'm only here for a month, I don't want to wear something that I'm uncomfortable in. And I think that's a good way to think about your wardrobe in general. Like if you don't feel good wearing something anymore, chances are you're probably not going to wear it ever again. And I've just gotten really, really good at being quick with decisions. Like I find that the more you hem and haw or something, the harder it is. I just make an instant decision. Like if I pick something up and I'm like, nope, then it goes. And if I touch it and I'm like, yeah, I like this, then it stays. And anything that's a maybe, I just kind of wait on a little bit, but for the most part, it's a yes or no immediate decision. And like I said, the less time I spend lingering on things, the easier it is. And I have not regretted any of the purges that I have made this year at home or here. Even if they seem kind of like quick, I have not looked back. There's just not been anything that I've been like, oh, I wish I hadn't gotten rid of that. So I think it's just a matter of getting in a rhythm with it and understanding, really knowing what you like and what you don't like. So really kind of spending your time working on figuring that out instead of wasting your time hemming and hawing over things. For me, at least, that's just been a key in quick purges. And I did the whole room in probably just less than a day it took me to do all the 3 elements. I broke it up over a few days, but really didn't take that long. And I didn't have to try anything on or do any of that because I just knew. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'd love to know if you've had the purging bug as well. Please share. And like I said, I will be sharing more in my home purge series probably later this fall when things settle down after a while of our travel. I plan on attacking the first level and the basement, so the rest of my house. I hope to finish all of that before baby comes early next year. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all well. Happy cleaning. It's not just spring cleaning, it's summer cleaning, fall cleaning, whatever time of year works for you. Do it. Go for it. And yeah. I hope you guys are all well. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.